Good day. Today I had the idea that since so many people are making up so many things about Three Eye Atlas that I've covered in many other episodes, it dawned on me there was one no one's covered yet as far as false, bogus stories about Three Eye Atlas. So I got the idea I was going to come up with the fact that Three Eye Atlas came right through the Goldilocks zone for in its path on its way through, and how that might mean something special. And of course, allow me, the Goldilocks zone is where you would find possible life relative to the sun. So, in being Goldilocks, you've got if you're in too close, it's too hot. It's too hot. If you're out too far, it's too cold. But if you're in the middle here, it's just right. That's the Goldilocks zone. Okay. So, depending on the size of the sun, they'll determine the radius of the too hot zone. But you got to have a too hot, a just right, the green belt, and then a too cold, the blue belt. Okay. So I was going to have this, comment about how Three Eye Atlas came through the green zone, the Goldilocks zone, looking for life, kind of a thing. That's what I was going to go for, something like that. But I decided I was going to make my own version of this, Goldilocks zone chart. So I went to AI to help, and well, this is what it gave me. I thought I explained things well enough, and I know, granted, when you're dealing with AI, you're like talking to a child, so you have to explain things in detail, and I thought I had, but put the sun in the middle. That's good. I don't know what this is saying. Too hot, going that way, and then why do we have the hot zone, the green zone, the blue zone? We got Earth over here, and I have no idea what that is up over in that corner. So, all right, fault's mine. I must have said something wrong. So, give it more information, give it more detail, explain it again, and got this. Now, I did ask if they include Three Eye Atlas. So, it did. It, made it look like an arrowhead and has it shooting into the sun and going out towards, that looks kind of like Jupiter and Saturn combined, but that's Jupiter with rings. Okay, Jupiter does have rings now. But it created a planet called NASA. Okay, that's cute. I don't know what this thing is. Unless that's supposed to be Mars. I don't know. They have another Jupiter over here. We have some planet or some object going this way, which is counter direction of everyone else. And then I think this is the Earth, which is outside the green zone. And that looks actually fun. I think maybe it's supposed to be Mars, but it actually looks more like Pluto with the latest pictures we have of Pluto. So anyhow, what the hell is this? So, all right. So, start again. Still on the same thing. We talk about it. I give it instructions. Okay, now you do remember the order of the planets, right? Let's go over it. It came back and told me the order of the planets, and I'm like, okay. So, this is what we're going to do. Let's try it again. Typing this stuff in. And got this. Better. But yeah, the sun is too hot. That's true. But it put Earth kind of here. Too cold out here. Okay, Jupiter's here. This is supposed to be Saturn, and okay, well here's Earth in a too hot zone. Mars out over here. Two Mercuries. What the hell is this? So, I think I broke AI.
No, you didn't. I'm still here.
Temperamental. Anyhow, I give it more instructions and tried to change the format a little bit. Maybe make it easier if we went to a drawing rather than, real life, more, pictures. And it gave me this. I have no idea what the hell this is. I mean, we got the sun, planets all over the place, planets that don't belong, planets we never heard of. It just, made up crap like you wouldn't believe. So, we go through it again. Again, we're like talking to a child, and we say, hey, let's try this again. Remember everything we did before. You got this wrong. Order of the planets. Got this. It's getting worse. What the hell is this?
You made me confused and called me names.
Someone's getting a little upset. Um. Anyhow, I have no idea where it got all this stuff. I mean, this is just like making stuff up out of its ass. Plus we even have something coming in and, doing a zip over like that. Maybe that's a UFO coming through. Don't know. I mean, and I think that's Earth way out over here. But, we've got, multiple Saturns, and I have no idea. So I told them, okay, try one more time. So let's go for a simple pencil illustration drawing. Maybe that'll keep it simple. Keep the planets in order and do the Goldilocks zone. The too hot, the cold, in the middle. Again, I'm explaining it better than I am now, but typing it all out each time. I mean, okay, it's a nice drawing. I have no idea what this thing is, unless that's supposed to be 3i Atlas. I'm not sure. But anyhow, yeah, I'm thinking, all right, we're on drugs now, or my AI program is on drugs. So I tried it again. Better. Except, wait a minute, we have those two planets covered in the circle that says too hot. Then we have, Earth, Jupiter, and then out over here being too cold surrounding Saturn. Okay, I'm like, well, that's kind of better. But then I noticed we have Mercury, Venus, Mars, then Earth, then Jupiter. And I'm like, wait a minute. But it's better. It's better. We have the sun, and we have circles of hot and circles of cold, and the planets in the wrong order. So we're progress. Progress gives me some hope. And meanwhile, I'm, almost like a couple hours into doing this, retyping and everything. Well, the total event took a couple of hours. But anyhow, try it again. And it goes to back to this kind of a thing. Where we got too cold out here, too cold out here, too hot. So I think it was trying to do a half diagram. So planets on that side are too hot and planets on this side are too cold. And I don't know where the Goldilocks zone is. It kind of disappeared. But again, we have, I don't know what these planets are over here. In the too hot zone, we got 3 of them, and one of them looks like a little Earth. Then we have a bigger Earth out over here. Is that the moon? I don't know. And then we have too cold and out over here. So I'm like, it almost looks like washing machine instructions. This one goes this way, and this one's going both directions, and press to start and add soap. Okay, I'm getting like, all right. I'm cursing. I am cursing at the computer, of course, and I'm even typing in to my AI that I was using. It's like, are you on drugs? And of course, it responds back that no, it's not capable of having drugs. And I'm like, all right, are your chips too hot? What the hell's going on? Try it again. Still temperament.
I never.
Talk bad about AI.
All lies.
I'm using a computer. So anyhow, we try it again, and it comes up with this, and I'm like, okay, I like the transparent background, and we put in the asteroid belt. That's nice. I don't know what the hell it's doing. Or is that the Kepler belt? I'm not sure. Also, something I forgot to mention, but I'll put it in here. It starts making up names of planets. Not only is it getting it in the wrong order again and putting things into strange places. Again, we've got what we got way over there. We got Pluto over here. Again, what? Who's this? And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Well, I even gave us a little scalar here, which is nice. Okay. Anyhow, try it again. Better. We got progress. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, I think we got it. And then I look at it closer. And okay, we got the red, being like too hot, but no label. And we have the blue out here being too cold, no label. We don't have the Goldilocks zone showing up, but we do have the Earth with a circle on it. And then we have Mars over here. So it's now going Venus, Mercury, Mars, Earth, And again, it puts up Jupiter here and it's calling it Saturn twice. And Saturn over here has nothing. And, this is, two different names here. And I'm like, okay, oh, okay, that's the moon. That's nice. Yeah, okay, it looks pretty, but when you look at it, it's like, no, I can't use that because you're going to see this and go, well, what the hell? So try it again. Try it again. Explaining to AI again. Let's go over the order of the planets. Let's go over where the too hot, Goldilocks, too cold zones are. I even told it to okay, look up here in this illustration we did earlier. This was good. And this one was good. Remember these? You got them? Okay. It's telling me, oh, I see the problem. So try it again.
All lies.
Mind your own business, AI. You couldn't get this right. Okay, well, it listened. It listened. Much better. Much better. We got too cold going out that way. That's great. Too hot going out that way. That's not entirely right, but okay, we can, I can, go in and change the direction of the arrow. That'd be an easy fix. And then again, I look at it, and we have the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Saturn, that's Jupiter, and Uranus with a ring on it, which it does have, and Uranus again, which is more like Uranus by the color. So, again, it's making up things that are completely wrong. And, this is Neptune out over here, so I can't use this because, this is clearly Jupiter. There's a red dot, but according to AI, that's now Saturn. At that point, last try, and this happened. This happened. It went child. All of a sudden, this is supposed to be like 3i Atlas, kind of going like that, and we got circles over here and too cold over here, and this really looks like a dial on your kitchen appliance. Got Vers over here, and then Venus over here, and no name on this one. Nice to know this, it slipped this in, which was nice. Liquid water can't exist here, but it doesn't say why, but it's pointing, or it says it can. It's pointing to the Earth. I don't know what happened to the Sun, but apparently we suddenly went back to, I don't know what these guys are. So, back to the original. First one it did. And I said, okay, screw it. I'll use this one I found on the internet. Don't know. I can't, there wasn't any credits to it, so whoever built it, I think it came from NASA. So I went for this. But this was my entire morning Saturday. And all I wanted to do was a short video on, making up my own fake story about, 3i Atlas actually probed into the green zone, into the Goldilocks zone. So that's more proof that it's looking for life and it knew where it was going. Which, again, I'm just making that up. I make up my own little bogus video and put it out there and probably get more hits. But instead, this whole event happened. So again, I don't know. I think I even typed in while I was trying to make this. It's asked AI if it was aware of astronomy. It said it did, and again, I asked them, "Do you need to go to astronomy school?" And it had problems with that question. Again, I asked if it's on drugs or if it's malfunctioning, and it came back with some smart little response about, I checked my systems and everything's right. The only thing it didn't do was, captain or something. But anyways, beautiful case of when you use AI, double check triple check, quadruple check what it's doing, because this is just an example. I mean, I wasn't faking these slides. I did not make those slides intentionally bad. I was intentionally trying to do this. And it's going to be quick. I'll just have AI make me a little graph. I mean, I could have used Paint and done it myself, you know. But this is all I wanted to do. And then, make the comment about, 3i Atlas came through the Goldilocks zone and looking for life. And it became a whole day. Well, all morning to get this. So at that point, I'm like, all right. I'm not doing a little skit about 3i Atlas. So, anyhow. Well, we're looking forward to December 19th, which is coming up. And that's when we'll get hopefully some new images, some better images of 3i Atlas. Get some more updates there. Anyhow. Double check your AI work, man. AI is smart, but it's really fast. But it can get things wrong quickly. And it needs to be corrected. And it lies. If it's not sure what it's doing, it fakes it. Makes up planet names. Makes up who the hell knows. Anyhow. You people be good to each other. May your God go with you. Sabos. Push the button, Frank. Bye.